So this episode starts right where the last episode ended. Our main character had asked his boss for some money as a loan, but the boss didn't give the money and ignored him before leaving. Our main character thinks, first, 7 souls are missing from my body, and now all my money has been stolen. Man, I need some money to live my life. Let me try asking someone for a loan. At that moment, the main character spots both his teammates. The main character thinks, these two must be the close friends of Li Mu, the owner of this body. Maybe I can get some money as a loan from them. But both of them were actually thinking about taking money from our main character. In their minds, they were thinking, our main character must have received his salary by now. Let's go and ask him to return the money we loaned him. So they both say to the main character, my friend, how are you? The boss came to meet you, right? She must have given you your salary. So please return the money we loaned you and also pay for the expenses of the last party. Our main character says to them, I would have given you the money, but the salary I received was stolen by an old man. That's why I don't have a single penny. In fact, I was thinking about asking both of you for some money. Being friends, they lend the main character some silver pieces as a loan. Then we see the main character eating food. In his mind, the main character thinks, these borrowed silver pieces will help me manage until I get my next salary. But I will have to survive every day on very basic food. Like now, I am eating rice mixed with salt. But man, I don't want to live such a life. I didn't come to this world from Earth to live a life of poverty. At that moment, he thinks, 1 second, I have come here from Earth. So let me do one thing. First, understand all the rules and regulations of this world. Then, using the knowledge of my previous life, I will start a new business and make loads of money in this world. So Li Mu finds the book that had information about the rules and regulations of this world. According to that book, no government official in this country can run their own business. Reading this rule, our main character starts cursing in anger because the body of the man, in which our main character's soul had transmigrated, belonged to a person who worked as a government official for the country. Now the main character thinks, what do I do now? How do I make money? The next day, we see our main character wandering in the market and thinking, oh man, this won't work. I'll have to find some way to make money, even if I have to resort to some illegal method. At that moment, Li Mu sees a man arguing with a bookstore owner. That man is saying, hey man, at least pay me for the book I wrote and gave you to sell. The shop owner says, brother, what a trash book you've written. No one is even willing to buy it. So do one thing, write a good book and bring it back to me. When people start buying that book, then I will pay you. The man leaves from there in disappointment. Then Li Mu thinks, yes, I can make money by writing books too. After that, Li Mu goes to the shopkeeper and says, show me what kinds of books you keep in your bookstore. The shop owner takes him inside and starts showing him the books. Seeing the books in the bookstore, Li Mu thinks, as I thought, the people of this world write and read books quite similar to the people of Earth. Then Li Mu asks the bookstore owner, boss, what kind of books do most people buy? The shopkeeper says, most people buy books that are about cultivation or those that are about girls. Li Mu says to the shopkeeper, then I understand what kind of book I need to write. Thank you for telling me. Goodbye. The shopkeeper angrily says to Li Mu, if you didn't want to buy a book, why did you waste my time? After this, Li Mu goes straight to his house. But Li Mu sees that the door to his house was already open. Seeing this, Li Mu gets very scared and thinks, could a thief have entered my house? But there was no thief inside the house. Instead, Li Mu's boss, Likwing, was waiting for him. Li Mu asks her, oh boss, what are you doing inside my house? Likwing says, you left the door open, so I came inside to wait for you. But wait a minute, did you think that a thief had entered your broken down house to steal something? Then laughing, she says, what would a thief even steal from your house? You don't have anything valuable to be stolen. Li Mu says, boss, leave all this. But tell me, what work brings you to my house? Likwing says, I was reading a book, and after reading it, I thought of a way to solve the problem of the missing souls in your body. Li Mu says, are you serious, boss? Really? Then quickly tell me, what do I need to do to get my 7 souls back? Likwing says, to get your souls back, you will have to practice Taoism cultivation. Likwing explains, actually, in the first level of Taoism cultivation, people refine the souls present in their bodies one by one. As the souls in the body are refined, the human body becomes stronger. But in your case, the 7 essential souls are missing from your body. So instead of refining the souls, you will have to condense them. By doing this, the 7 missing souls will gradually be reborn in your body. Limu says, "But boss, this sounds really difficult. Isn't there an easier way?" Liquing replies, "There is an easier way, but for that you'll have to become a ghost." Hearing this, Limu gets shocked and says, "What do you mean I'll have to become a ghost?" Liquing explains, "As you know, a human body has a total of 9 souls. Out of these, the first 3 souls are very essential, and they are present in your body. But the remaining 7 souls, which are missing, are formed from a human's various desires and emotions, like anger, greed, love, lust, etc. If you die and become a ghost, you won't need these desires and emotions. This way, you can easily fill the void of your missing souls." Limu says, "No, I don't want to become a ghost. I want to follow the first method you mentioned." Liquing says, "Very well, but keep in mind, the 7 souls are all very different from each other. So you can't condense them all at once. You'll have to condense them one by one." Then Liquing asks, "So tell me, which soul would you like to condense first?" Limu immediately replies, "I would like to condense the soul that will bring back my sexual desire first. Actually, I haven't had an erection in many days, and because of that, I don't feel like a man anymore." Hearing this, Liquing says, "I knew it. All men are the same." After this, Liquing teaches Limu a basic method for condensing souls. She says, "First take a deep breath, then feel the energy in your body. Slowly, as you understand this process, you'll be able to condense your souls." As soon as Limu understands this process, he successfully condenses his first soul. Liquing says, "Well, my work here is done. Now, you'll have to condense the rest of the souls on your own. So I would like to leave now." But Limu stops Liquing and says, "Madam, please wait. Listen to me." Liquing says, "Now what? Speak quickly." Limu says, "As you know, all my money has been stolen and my memory is gone too." Liquing says, "What are you trying to say? Speak clearly." Limu says, "Before losing my memory, I might have saved some money and hidden it somewhere. Do you know where I hid that money?" Liquing says, "How would I know where you hid your money? Forget about it. Do you have paper and a pen? Bring it to me." Limu brings paper and a pen and gives them to Liquing. Liquing creates a talisman and sticks it on Limu's face before leaving. This talisman allowed Limu to see his old memories. As soon as Limu uses the talisman, he sees the memory where he hid the money. But along with this, he also sees many blurry, strange memories. Limu thinks, "These must be the everyday memories of the real Limu. First, I'll go and see where he hid the money. As far as I know, the old owner of this body was a single man. He must have saved a lot of money." And indeed, the real Limu had saved a lot of money, which our main character finds. He becomes very happy. But then he remembers the strange memory he saw while using the talisman. It might be from the day the original Limu died. This talisman, given by Liquing, works for 12 hours. So let me do one thing. I'll record all the memories I'm seeing. Who knows, they might come in handy later? So our main character uses the talisman to record all the memories. After this, our main character hears a voice from outside his house. Our main character recognizes the voice. "Oh, this voice. This is the voice of my teammate who lent me some money. What is he doing at my house? Let me go and meet him." Our main character says, "Brother, how are you?" So the teammate says to our main character, "I'm fine, but I met the boss. The boss told me that you're in quite a bit of trouble. So how are you doing now?" Limu says, "Oh, I'm just fine. And yes, you've come at the right time. You see, I found the money I had saved. So now I can return the money I borrowed from you." The teammate says, "Then what are you waiting for? Hurry up and return it." Just then, Limu notices red energy coming out of the teammate's body. Limu thinks, "Since I practice Taoism, I might be able to see people's emotions. And this red energy means that my promise to return the borrowed money has made my teammate very happy. Let me do one thing. Let's make him sad again and see." So Limu says to his teammate, "Brother, I did find the money, but I seem to have misplaced it again. This makes the man sad." After this, Limu again says to his teammate, "Oh, later I remembered that I had hidden the money inside my pillow." The man becomes happy again. But then, once again, Limu says to him, "But later, by mistake, I put that pillow in the wash, and all the money got washed away." The man says, "Stop it, man. Just stop it. Why are you trying to drive me crazy?" And this chapter ends here. See you in another video. Until then,